what were your like core motivators and drivers for this, right? Like I think as having done it myself, right? Like founding entrepreneurship, it's kind of this crazy irrational act. At least in my opinion, like wh- why why go on this journey in the first place?
Well, probably for starters, because 'cause I'm a little bit crazy and irrational, right? Like, you gotta love the game. You gotta just love the game, right? And um, you know, I would say I have all sorts of not all sorts of, but, like, I'm scared of heights. I won't go on roller coasters. Like, I have all sorts of fears in the physical world, but in the world of abstraction and kind of ideas and companies and that kind of thing and, just life pathways, I I don't think I have the same fear that I think you would agree. I think you'd see that across a lot of founders where I don't spend a lot of time worrying about, well, what if I fail, right? I just do the thing because it feels like that's what I'm supposed to do right now. And it does involve a lot of fearlessness, but I think a lot of us are wired in a way that it's scary maybe, but it's not terrifying. It's almost like you have to do it. And I built a successful company in my 20s and sold it. And then I'd spent most of my 30s working for other people for some really cool companies. I mean, I was lucky, but uh, I was tired of working for the people who could raise the money, but maybe weren't the most qualified to be running the company, right? And it wasn't everyone, and I'm not gonna name names, but, sometimes, not always, but sometimes the skill set of who can raise the money and who can run the company, they don't always overlap in a person. And some people are very, very good fundraisers who have no business actually leading a SaaS organization. Um, and I started thinking, gosh, like, I just wanna do it. I just wanna do it. Why can't it be me? Why can't I just do it myself? And I found out why, because I can't raise the money. Because I 100% have the skill set to build the business. I feel like we did a phenomenal job where we got to. I'm super impressed with our team and with what I was able to achieve, what my co-founder was able to achieve. Uh, but ultimately, we couldn't get to revenue and we needed more funding. We needed not a ton, but we needed more funding and I couldn't get it. I didn't have that skill set overlap.
Yeah, I mean that's just that set of points is fascinating to me. You know, the difference between the let's say the builder and then the person that can go ahead and sell and what skill set is like more important and better and especially in today, so much we speak so much about real leadership, authentic leadership, leading with your heart, all of those things. And at least from my personal experience, I felt very comfortable like in that mode. And then where I didn't have necessarily well, I mean, eventually I had problems like raising more capital, but like we also didn't have the metrics to back it. But where I struggled in the fundraising like part of the game was just in like almost like the pure selling, like just like the crazy Adam Newman style selling that like let's say throws caution to the wind. And I don't think every founder or CEO is always there, but there's like some elements of that that's valuable and it can be hard to navigate probably one way or the other. Like if you're really good at one, you probably struggle more with the other and vice versa.
I completely agree, and I think there's even yeah, I think some amount of not not tethering yourself too closely to the whole truth can be valuable in that process, and what I have found about myself is I tether myself to the whole truth, and I really struggle to tell a story that's maybe bigger than the reality today or, yeah, to kinda answer anything in a way that isn't authentic. Um, and I think if you wanna fundraise, it's almost just part of that game. You've gotta the VCs expect you to they expect you to lie. I mean, they expect you to lie a little bit, they really do. And if you don't know how to play that game or you're not willing to play that game where it's like, they lied too, right? Everyone's just lying to each other, and at some point, $50 million gets exchanged. I don't know how it happened, but, it's not through, like, sheer authenticity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's a tough game, and it's as much, I think, as art as it is a science, right? Because it's like a pure bold-faced lie will come back to bite you for sure, but there's, like, some level, I think, to quote you, like, of fibbing, right? That's probably, I mean, it is just incorporated into the cost of doing business, and so and how do you find that? How do you find that right balance?